How y'all doing? Welcome to my podcast. Haven't quite figured out a name for you yet, so we're just gonna roll this week. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Mark Herrera. My podcast I want to cover the NFL and also want to cover the Patriots because I am a Patriots fan. So I want to give out my thoughts and opinions about the game that past week or wherever we played and the upcoming week. Also want to give my thoughts and opinions about the rest of the league and just my predictions and scores and or just my regular thoughts. So this one's going to be about just the Patriots. I'll put out probably later this week another one about the NFL and my predictions and stuff. Um, this past week we played the Broncos. We lost, of course, 18-12. Gave up 6 field goals. Uh, I guess first thing I want to talk about is Cam. He went 17-25, 157 yards and 2 interceptions. One of the interceptions came down from a batted ball. He had a lot of batted balls this past game, and he needs to work on his release. A higher release will help him because once they weren't getting to him, they were just putting their hands up and the balls are getting batted. I guess maybe they watched that on tape because I guess I haven't noticed it, but maybe his release just isn't high, so they knew once they weren't going to be able to get to him, they just put their hands up. We need to address before the deadline. I hope we do. We address the wide receiver tight end position. We need some help there. Best receiver is Edelman. I like Edelman a lot. He's dropped a lot of balls, but I mean, I give him some slack. He's my favorite receiver in the NFL. I'm probably biased towards him a lot, but I mean, he is playing banged up a little bit, but we need to get him some help, bring in maybe another veteran receiver. I'm not sure how long Bird's been in the league. He's probably a veteran as well, but he seems to be not our fastest, the other dude that we always sign off the practice squad. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's pretty fast too, but I think we need to bring in somebody. John Ross, there's a report he wants to be traded. He always wants to be traded, though, for like the past 3 seasons. But I say we offer Cincinnati a 6th-rounder. I don't see why they wouldn't take it. I mean, he clearly doesn't want to be there. They're not using him. I used to want A.J. Green. I don't want him anymore. I mean, maybe they offer a 6th-rounder for him as well. Maybe different scenery will help his game. He hasn't really done much in the last, 3 seasons or maybe more. But there's a report Julio wants to be shopped around or could be shopped around. Patriots fans want him. I don't see it happening. I'm going to be honest. I'm not even going to get my hopes up. I don't see that happening. Antonio Brown, he's eligible to play again week 8. I don't know if we want to go that route. I don't see Kraft going that route again, but anything's going to help right now. I mean, we need it. Njoku, he wants to be traded. I say we go after him because our tight ends are crap at the moment. Izzo, don't want to see him on the field again. I'm not a big fan of Izzo. I think we need to get the White and Burkhead more involved in the offense. I think so. I like White a lot. He's my favorite running back in the league. Again, probably because I'm a Patriots fan. Who knows? But Burkhead, I like Burkhead a lot. He's actually from the area I'm from. He's from DFW, from Texas. I don't know if y'all can see. There's my hat. But, yeah, I think them two, get them more involved. I wanted to hit on the O-line. I know they're banged up, but they got to play better. They have to. They just got to play better. I mean, not more I can say. I mean, I know they're nicked up and all that, but different players playing different positions they're not used to. They got to play better. But Cam's holding on to the ball too long. At least this past game he was. I don't know if it was just because the chemistry wasn't there and the communication wasn't there from not practicing for 2 freaking weeks. NFL didn't help us out at all with that, making us travel to Kansas City. That was stupid on their part. But he didn't help them out at all. I mean, he held onto the ball too long at times. And I know he's better than that. I don't know if it was just he was rusty this game. I don't know. He didn't play his best football this past game, but I know he'll get it corrected. But I would also, because I like our running game. Harris brings some explosiveness to the backfield. We got White and Burkhead. Sony comes back. I think he'll help out too. A lot of Patriot fans don't like Sony. I like Sony. I'm a fan of Sony. Probably one of the few. But I would like to see him play action, but rolling out. I think we need to implement that more in the offense. Allow the receivers to get open down the field. And Cam roll out. If he needs to take off running, he can take off running. But I think that would help out the offense a little bit. I guess I want to hit on the defense next. I mean, they played all right. They gave up 6 field goals though. Granted, the offense didn't really help them out with a couple of the turnovers, but it was a bend don't break, as in when Matt Patricia used to be our defensive coordinator, give up a lot of yards and only give up field goals. We can't really have that with this offense because it's not like we can go down the field and score like when we had Brady or back in the day. When we had Amendola, Edelman, Gronk, Hogan. I trusted that offense. I mean, I knew we were gonna go down and score. We can't really have that with this offense, at least not yet. The defense has to step up. Clearly, they're our best side of the football at the moment. They can't be giving up yards and allowing teams to get field goals. I mean, granted, they didn't give up any touchdowns, which was great. Their red zone defense is amazing, but they allowed too many yards, especially on the 3rd and 21. That was just a lack of effort. That shouldn't have even been converted. 3rd and 21. That made me mad. I mean, that was just a bad play. Yeah, we can't let teams move the ball on us like that. Offense has to help the defense out though. I think this game, with the practicing this week, I think this game's going to be a lot better. It's not going to be easy either. San Francisco, they got a decent defense. It's not going to be easy. I wouldn't say this is a must-win game, but it's kind of a must-win. And it's also not time to panic either. Definitely not time to panic. I mean, like Cam said, the answers are in the locker room. We got the talent. This team can't compete. We watched it. They lost by a yard. Competed with Seattle. I think honestly, if that tragedy with James White's father didn't happen, I think we win that game. Edelman at the end, you can tell he was gassed. He was already tired. I would like to see Jacoby Myers and Gunner more in the offense. Gunner can probably give Edelman a break. Like, we only use him on returns. Jacoby, I don't think we've seen him this season. I don't know what's going on with that. I just haven't kept up with it that much. But before the deadline, I wish we'd make a move. But I mean, I'm not gonna get my hopes up. If we don't, we don't. I think we have I want to say the talent, but we have the playmakers. I mean, we got the playmakers in the locker room. I trust what we have. I would like McDaniels to not be so scared to start off the game. Just nothing but runs. And, I mean, I kind of knew we were going to be doing a lot of running because in the Broncos game, because we didn't practice that way. You can't expect to have the communications, the chemistry by not practicing a whole 2 weeks like Cam didn't. He practiced one day with the receivers. I knew there wasn't going to be much passing. I mean, there was at the end, but I mean, I knew there was going to be a lot of running. But I would like this game to open up the offense more. And you know when the Patriots are playing bad, because it never fails. We go to trick plays. When we're down bad, we go to trick plays. Super Bowl against the Eagles, that playoff game against the Ravens when the Edelman Amendola pass, granted that worked. But when we're in desperate time, trick plays. They always do trick plays. It never fails with McDaniel's offense. But this game, I think it's going to be a whole lot better. We're going to be more prepared, practicing. Like Belichick said, you need to practice. I mean, anybody that played football, you can't just miss a week or two and go out there and compete, especially at the NFL level. I think we were screwed a lot by the Goodell. But this game against San Francisco, it's kind of a must-win. I mean, they're not a great team, but they're not a terrible team either. I'm really excited to see how the offense plays, though. I think it's going to be a lot better. I think we're going to prove a lot of people wrong that this offense can compete. Defense is going to be tested. They don't have Mostert. San Francisco doesn't. But they got McKinnon, and McKinnon's good. I got him in fantasy, or at least I did. He can produce, so I think we need to watch that. Debo, he's back. Kittle, of course, probably the best tight end in the league. Like they were saying, he's can't remember who was saying it. Juwan Williams, maybe. Somebody said it. He's probably the most out of Kelsey and Waller. Kittle does everything better than those guys, as in, well, he didn't say better at everything, but he said he's a better player than them, basically. That's basically what he said. He blocks. That's what he was saying. He was basically saying the other two dudes are just receivers, basically. They don't block. Of course, Kelsey don't block. But I think this is going to be the best tight end, of course, we face all season. I don't know who they're going to put on him. I guess the same dude they had cover Waller. But I don't know. I think we're going to be tested this game. I'm kind of hoping we at least beat them by 14. You know, shut the doubters up a little bit because San Francisco, they're a good team. I mean, they're at least what we've seen against the Rams. I mean, they can compete. Um, I mean, we're practicing this week, so there's no excuses. I can't give them any excuses this week. They're just gonna have to produce. They're gonna have to play better. We can't go down. We can't, at least not by a lot. We're gonna have to I think McDaniel just needs to let Cam just do his thing. Stop holding them back. We don't need to be handing the ball off 2 times first and then trying to pass it. We gotta get the receivers hot. We gotta get them going. We gotta get them in chemistry. Nikhil needs to step up. He needs to show his worth. I mean, he's a first-round pick. You've already had some time, bro. You got to come on. But it's all about doing your job, basically. Yeah, of course, Patriots doing your job. That's all it comes down to. Executing. You got to execute. Defense has to play well this game. The offense has to help them out. Can't be going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Got to move the ball downfield, get some field goals at least. Got to put the ball in the end zone. We're gonna have to play a lot. We're gonna have to play a lot better this week. But that was one of the worst games I've seen in a while. I almost turned it off. I don't think I've turned off a game since the last time, or that one year we played the Chiefs and they freaking just blew us out. What year was that? I don't remember what year that was, but I remember Garoppolo came in and finished the game off. That was like the last time I turned the game off. But we're third in the division right now. I don't remember the last time I said that this far off into the season, but there's still a lot of games left to play. The Chiefs helped us out by beating the Bills. Still don't like the Chiefs though, but I think we'll get things turned around here pretty soon. It's not panic time yet. The answers are in the locker room, but I would like us to make a move before the deadline on the offensive side of the ball. But the answers are there. We got the receivers to make the plays. Things are gonna have to click. It's already gonna be it's week 7. Things gotta go. We gotta play better. But that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Thank y'all for listening. Let me know in the comments what I need to do better because this is my first one I put out. Let me know what I need to do better. What y'all like to see me cover. What y'all like to see me talk about. What y'all didn't like, I guess. I take criticism very well, so just help me, I guess, in a way. Let me know what I need to do better, and I appreciate that. See y'all next time.